Hi everybody, welcome back if you've been here before, or if you're new here then welcome. My name is Eve. I post all sorts of makeup and beauty related videos, so welcome, it's lovely to have you here. Today's video is on the new Sample Beauty Blooming Lovely palette, and this is what she looks like. She is very pretty. I really like her. Is it totally unique in my collection? Maybe not, but I thought it was really nice. It's some nice tones in there, plus I have got the Sample Beauty Painters palette and the quality, and that is so good, so I thought like I'll just pick it up. And also another reason why I picked it up is because they were doing a free gift when you spent a certain amount in Sample Beauty. Now when I say a certain amount, the palette was the only thing I bought from like in that order, so in that free gift you got this, and I don't really know what this is. I think it's like kind of multi-use kind of beauty kind of thing. Like you can use it as like a primer, you can use it for your eyeshadows, pigments, like I'm not really sure. I'll need to look into more what that is. But then you also got 6 matte shadows. Now I've been wanting to try these shadows for a while and I've just never got round to picking them up, but I'm excited to have them. So what you get included was this kind of deep purple, you got this kind of corally colour, you got this green, you got this gorgeous kind of pink, you got a lovely yellow, and got a lovely blue. So that's honestly probably the reason why I did pick the palette up, because I have been wanting to try their shadows. They're kind of single ones and I've just never got around to picking them up, so I'm so glad to have them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do swatches off camera. I'll come back, I'll show you them, and then we'll get started into the eye look. Okay, so this is the top 2 rows swatched. What I will say was some of them were quite powdery, like in the pan and on my arms, so I did have to blow on them to make them look smooth, but they all swatched really well. So I'll just do the next 2 rows. Okay, and that is the next 2 rows. A lovely assortment of shades. I don't know if you can see that the kind of powderiness on some of them. I did try not to blow on them, but I couldn't help it. But look at that reddish brown at the end, that is beautiful. So I will come back with my eyes primed in a second. So I'm thinking that we do a kind of sunset matte eye. Oh, there is some really pretty shimmers in here. And you have got your 2 browns, so that you could use the, you could do like a kind of neutral with a pop of colour with a shimmer. But let's try a sunset eye. I tried this a minute ago and it didn't work, so I'm trying it again. So we're going to take this dark one here called Cluster, and this is going to be our starting colour. And I'm just going to put that just above my crease. And then I'm going to take it up to kind of make the wing shape. Personally, I don't really love a wing shape on me, but I can't do halos all the time as much as I would love to. Right, we've got that shade down, and then let's go in with the next one, which is this orange here. Just on that same brush but just white top. Honestly, I would kill for bigger eyes. And then let's take this yellow down here. This one is Save the Bees, which is cute. And let's just place this up at the top. Okay, and then back in with that middle colour to try and work on this blend. Okay, so that is those 3 colours down. I'm just going to work on that blend a wee bit, and I'll come back once I've cut the crease to put the colour on the lid. So that is me kind of done a kind of lazy kind of half cut crease. Like normally I would take the shadow off underneath, but I obviously haven't this time. So let's go in with the yellow. So let's go in with this one at the top called Pollen on the inner corner, and then we can go into this one and more in the middle, and then we'll go into the orange. So let's just see how this works. I'm not sure what brush to use. I'll try this wee one. You know what, let's just for fun take some of this stuff and see what this actually does. Lay some of this down and see if it makes the shadows sit nice. I believe I did read that you could use it for that. Yes.
Yeah.
Careful.
What is it better, Mum?
So it's just like a kind of clear gel. Ah.
That. Mum, a bat.
Yeah. So let's just try some of that yellow again. I mean, it is quite a pastel yellow, so.
Mum.
Well, yeah, do you know what that is? That's definitely making that show up brighter, without doubt. Like the cut crease canvas that I've got on normally is quite good and shadows stick to it quite well, but I would say that that definitely made the difference, like, and I hope you can see that it did. Right, that's that first yellow down, so let's move on to this one. That was this one down here. So, very powdery shadows, just keep that in mind.
No one. Ow.
Try my finger. Yeah, oh, that's way better with my finger.
Paintbrush.
Wow, that is some difference. I'm going to try that lighter colour in my finger as well.
Red.
Yeah, use your fingers for these
Mum.
if you're using them like on your lids.
Mum.
Like obviously I need a brush to get like
Mum.
up here. Like obviously I need to use a brush to get these edges, but for the main part it definitely use your finger because that works way better. Can't seem to get a clean line in that middle part, like in this inside part, so I might take some of the brighter yellow. I don't know. Right, let's take this orange here and use that on this outer corner. Right, that's lifting a bit. Don't know why it's doing that on the outer corner, but I mean it's fine. I'm just going to take that brighter yellow and put it all over the lid because that looks better. Yeah. That kind of pastel one is just a bit, I don't know, not my favourite, but that'll be gorgeous for blending out different colours. Right, I'm going to stop fanning about, and that is how that eye is looking, and I will go over to the other eye and I will come back and we will do the lower lash line. Okay, that is the rest of my makeup done. If my eye looks pink under here, I did just try and put the kind of pink colour underneath, and while it did look quite good, I am going to my friend's tonight and I'll probably just keep this makeup on, so I don't want it to go anywhere too wild because I do need to go to the shop and stuff before I go, but like you've got loads of colours that would go well with that sunset at the top. You've got the kind of blue colour, the green would even look nice, but I do want to be a wee bit boring and just keep it a wee bit more simple just because I am going out. So I'm going to first of all take that kind of darkest orange that we used and place that underneath. This is very pigmented under here, that's gorgeous. And make sure to join it on this outer edge. And do you know what, I might switch eyes just now just because I have just wiped that one with a wipe. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to take, let's try this colour down here just because I've not used this one. This is a more kind of pinky corally colour. And then finally a bit of yellow, so let's take this one in the corner. And also I'm going to use this yellow just under here. Yeah, that yellow is not my favourite colour. The other yellow is definitely a lot better. Sorry if you can hear those kids playing outside. Okay, so that is the eye. I'm going to do the same with the other eye. I'm going to put some liner and some lashes and some lips, and I will be back to give you my thoughts. So here we have it, the finished look. I still haven't decided if I'm going to put yellow around the, don't touch that, around the cut crease or not, but are you zoomed all the way in here? These are the finished eyes. I never do all my eyes, but I think these look so good. Yeah, they've turned out really well, especially this eye. I'll just zoom you out a bit. So I have went for some kind of wild, kind of beachy hair using my Mark Hill. I do have a video on this actually if you want to see how I work it. But I thought let's just go for some like kind of beach curls because of the kind of sunset going on my eyes. My lips are NYX London lip cream. So what do we think? What do we think of the finished look? Now let's talk about the palette. Like, I know I didn't use all that many shades, but I really liked it. They worked really well. They were quite powdery and fallouty, but also quite wet feeling at the same time. Like if you've tried Sample Beauty's formula, you'll know exactly what I mean. Now I do think there are some unnecessary shades in the palette. This yellow up here didn't work that well, although this yellow was absolutely fantastic. What are the other ones? The two greens there are quite similar. Even this blue and that blue, there's not that much of a colour difference. I would have liked a pale pink. Shush! I would have liked a pale pink to blend out this stunning pink colour here. And the same. But other than that, it is a fantastic palette. The colour story is very, very appealing to me. Let's quiet for a minute. It's a good palette to do a neutral whip up a colour because you do have your two neutrals. There isn't a black in a palette, but I mean let's face it, we've all got blacks, don't we, in our palette somewhere. So you have got your two neutrals that you could use any of these gorgeous colours with. I really like it. I think it's quite a versatile wee palette. I love doing a sunset eye. My favourite palette for doing this with is a Beauty Bay Mitchell one. Obviously you can't get that anymore, so this one, I mean, you cannot deny it. It's worked so well, and I'm so excited to play with it again and use some of those shimmers. It killed me not using the shimmers, it really did, because I am a shimmer person, but I wanted to keep the eyes all matte. So yeah, I'm really excited to pick it up again. There'll be times when I'll test a palette, and if I'm like and I'm not excited to pick it up and play with it again, then I know that it's not a palette for me. But that palette actually reminds me slightly of Manifest, Dream Big by Be Perfect, which is one that I seem to take reactions to. So I will actually compare the two. If you want me to do a video comparing the two, then let me know and I can do that for you. So that's all from me for today. If you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you would do so, and also leave me a comment down below telling me what's your favourite colours in this palette. So bye!